Pirates left fielder Jason Bay leads off the second inning here in Los Angeles. The Pirates trail 1-0. Bay has 34 homers, 10th most in the National League. He's driven in 106 runs. A batting average of .284. He'll be followed by Xavier Nady and Ronnie Paulino. And Hung-Chi Kuo delivers ball one to Jason Bay. During this season, every time Bay fouls it out of play. Service master. Thanks to the good work of Pirates cleanup hitters, and most of the time that's been Jason Bay. 1-1 strike. Left-hander delivers, and Bay is a fly ball to shallow left center. Shortstop out for call, but Lofton will call him off. The center fielder makes the catch.
Wow. Lofton came a long way, and for Cal and left fielder Anderson just kind of
gave up. They just decided to let him take charge, huh?
Lethargically chasing that ball.
Here is Xavier Nady. Nady's average, thanks to a homestand in which he really struggled, has dropped to .279. 16 home runs, 57 RBIs. And he takes a strike. A breaking ball from the left-hander Kuo. Nady ended an 0 for 21 hitless string with a double off the Clemente wall in the 6th inning on Sunday afternoon against the Mets. Ball fouled out of play. The former Met in the hole 0-2. Saw a note, by the way, speaking of the Pirates and the Mets sweep of that 3-game series. In the last 25 years, there have only been 2 other series matching teams that were at least 25 games under 500 and 25 games over 500, which resulted in a 3-game sweep by the underdog. And a ground single to left field for Xavier Nady. 1-out single.
Repeat that.
The last 25 years, there had only been 2 other series matching teams that were at least 25 games under 500 and 25 games over 500, in which the result, the underdog won the series.
Let alone sweep.
I mean, sweep the series. Sweep the series. Anaheim did it over Texas in 1999, and the Phillies over the Florida Marlins in 1997. And the Pirates did it over the weekend. The Mets, by the way, ended up clinching the National League East last night over the Marlins. Ball one on Ronnie Paulino. The Pirates rookie catcher hitting .321 with 6 homers and 51 runs batted in. Takes it high, 2-0. Runner at first base, 1 away, a 1-0 Dodgers lead. His .322 average ranks second among National League catchers. Brian McCann of the Braves is first. This ball down low. McCann went 1 for 3 tonight. His average .327. And Paulino again is at .321. Paulino leads all National League rookies with that batting average. Here's the stretch. And the 3-0. Taking high ball 4. Puts runners at first and second. The first walk for Hung-Chi Kuo. Brings up Jose Bautista. Bautista hitting .238. Starting in right field tonight. 13 home runs, 41 runs batted in. He was 0 for 3. Plus a walk on Sunday afternoon against the Mets. The second inning is brought to you by 80 from Kuo, and it is a strike call. 0-1 on Bautista. Kuo, 25 years old. Third start of his major league career tonight. 33 appearances out of the bullpen over the last couple of seasons. Pitch, fastball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 career games against the Pirates before tonight, covering just 2 2/3 innings. Bucks beat him in one of those appearances. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Runners at first and second, 1-0 Dodgers. And a strike is called on Bautista. It's 1-2.
Kuo doing a good job of locating the breaking ball. One inside the Bautista first strike. That one on the outer third of the plate.
This pitch is fouled back up against the screen. It stays 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Jose Bautista. Jose Castillo on deck. Xavier Nate singled with 1 out. He's at second. Polino walked. He's at first. Left-hander Poe with another 1-2 pitch and another fastball, and this rides in on Bautista. 2-2. Count is even on the Bucco right fielder, Jose Bautista. Rafael Furcal led off the bottom of the first inning with a home run of Ian Snell. The Bucks down early. Left-hander with a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball and bounced past the mound into center field. Xavier Nady waved home. He'll score without a throw. An RBI single for Jose Bautista brings home Xavier Nady from second, ties the game at 1. Ronnie Polino stops at second.
Boy, what a good at bat from Bautista after falling behind off a couple of breaking balls. Fights off a fastball, works the count 2-2, gets another breaking ball and hits it hard right back up the box.
Now Jose Castillo. Castillo's average is .259, 14 home runs, and 65 runs batted in. Runners at first and second. Quo sets. Here's the pitch. Castillo takes a strike.
Castillo on a horrible slump. 4 for his last 45.
Here's the stretch. Pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to think if he had a hit on the homestand, John. He didn't. He's got a hitless string going. At least 13 at bats.
17 here.
Okay. 0 for 13 on the homestand, and what he did on the road, what he didn't do. 1 ball, 1 strike to the count on Jose Castillo. Upstairs. 2-1. Upstairs. 2-1. At first and second, 2 balls and a strike. 1-1 ball game. Turns toward base and Miller comes off front, but pushes off the mound.
Ronnie Polino second. And that's a little bit taking it right there. Hit the rocket standing on right there. But as much as he bounces and misses, and Polino, quick as he is,
Like on the 2-1 offering for the count on Jose Castillo. That's 4 for 45 that John was just mentioning. His slump for Castillo computes to a full 89 average, covering 15 games this month. Full 89 in the month of September for Jose Castillo. 2-2 pitch. He tried to drill it. Second day.
a big swing again, and we've talked about it as far as the power numbers. There's a career highs, 14 and 65. The out of control, it almost looks like he's swinging to his heels. He's trying to head home with a serious back. He's really going to catch at some point in time. He's got a coach at the big league level. 2 RBIs and 0 safety coverage. He's playing fastball.
3 for 50 at the plate is Snell, the Pirates pitcher. Here's a first and second. Nady scores on the base hit. Jose Bautista. 0-1 the count. Hong-Chi Kuo on the mound for Los Angeles. Rookie left-hander of Taiwan. The pitch. And this is high with a breaking ball. One ball, one strike. A run into the second. The 1-1 fouled off against the screen. It's 1-2 on Ian Snell.
I think I read somewhere, quote, the first Taiwanese to ever sign with a major league team.
Yeah, back in 1999, he's the third Taiwanese pitcher to start a big league game now. Shin-Min Wang of the Yankees and the Rockies' Chi Hu-So. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. God bless you. We go to the bottom of the second. It's the Pirates 1, the Dodgers 1.
Unilever.
The second inning, Wilson Betemit, the third baseman, will lead off. Hong-Chi Kuo will follow, then Rafael Furcal. Betemit acquired July 28th from the Atlanta Braves for pitcher Denise Baez and infielder Willie Ibar. The Dodgers are 25-11 in his starts. I want to point this out to Tony Noto, because Tony, our engineer here in the booth, oh, he's gone. How about that?
Yeah.
Tony walked out, but he loves these little nuggets that we pass along here. He mentioned Dodgers are 25-11 in his starts, and he's hitting .350 at home. Tony, who needs the engineers?
Nope, don't need them.
Nope. Oh, run it autopilot. Betemit hitting .267 overall this season, 17 home runs and 48 RBIs. Batting left-handed against the righty Snell is ball 1. Snell delivers off the heat, is fouled off to the right. Races. The Twins were winners over Boston 7-3. Here's the 1-1. That's down low. Scoreboard is brought to you by West Penn Allegheny Health Systems. Matt Garza beat Tim Wakefield, Jason Bartlett, Torrey Hunter with home runs. Now, what did the Tigers do?
Tigers get cut out. Freddie Garcia.
Wow, swing and a miss. 2-2 on Betemit.
Freddie Garcia back-to-back one-hitters.
How about that?
8 innings.
Wow. Garcia beat Justin Verlander. Garcia now 15-9. Verlander 16-9. So the White Sox, a very important win, snapped their 4-game losing streak. Pitches high. It's 3-2 on the Dodgers' third baseman.
The Twins are just a half game back.
The 3-2 pitch, swing, a foul ball. It's now the White Sox 5 back, trying to hang into that race. Kind of assuming now that the Tigers and Twins are going to go to the postseason, but the White Sox, with that victory, moved within 5 of the first place Tigers in the American League Central. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. And it's downstairs in the dirt. A leadoff walk, second free pass for Snell, and see what Hong-Chi Kuo can do with the bat. He's 0 for 4 this season.
All punch outs.
Number 56, pitcher, Hong-Chi Kuo.
White Sox, by the way, play the Twins at Minnesota to end the season. Last 3 games of the year. It could be huge. Kuo trying to bunt the runner over, and it's bunted foul. Ronnie Paulino racing toward the Pirates dugout, but the ball drops untouched. popped up by Quo.
Quo does have a couple sacrifice bunts.
Oh, and 1. Ian Snell, the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitcher, Quo. Pirates back home a week from tonight. Final homestand of the year. Here's the 1-1. Ball is bunted. In front of the plate is Paulino. He throws to the shortstop, but Jack Wilson can't make the play, and the ball in the dirt, and everybody's safe.
Well, good aggressive play by Ronnie Paulino. He came up firing the ball just in the dirt. And Jack just came up a little bit quick on the short hop.
Trying to see a replay here and wonder if Jack Wilson comes up with it. Do they get the man anyway? I'm not sure. Do they?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do.
Runners at first and second. The sacrifice fielder's choice. Rafael Furcal homered to lead off the bottom of the first inning. It's 1-1, and the Pirates in trouble here in the second. And Snell steps off the rubber, trying to get Betemit back. Pirates have their corner infielders in. Sanchez at third, Nady at first. Stretch by Snell. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss by Furcal.
He was trying to hit another ball out. Big, huge cut at the off-speed offering.
Oh, and 1. Here's the stretch by Snell and the pitch. Furcal takes in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next Tuesday begins. Snell steps off the rubber a second time as Paulino runs through the signs again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off.
Furcal shortening up with 2 strikes, still with the big aggressive hand. One hopper in between hoppers. Jack does a great job staying down, staying with that ball.
Wow. The John Silver's catch of the day. Kenny Lofton singled in the first. Runners at the corners. 1-1 score. The pitcher quickly raced from the bases. Betemit is now at third with Furcal at first. Xavier Nady holding the runner. Furcal has 35 stolen bases, caught 11 times. Ground ball to second. Up with it, Castillo to Wilson to Nady. Inning-ending double play. What a time to get the ground ball right at second. Go to the third. Pirates 1, Dodgers 1. Swing and a miss on the 3-2 pitch. 4th strikeout for Quo, including 3 in a row.
Good command of that breaking ball. 3-2 to the leadoff hitter, Chris Duffy. Looking thin red fastball. Quo with the perfectly placed breaking ball to get him.
7th season of pro ball for Quo. Contract purchase from AA last year in September. Spent the final month of the season with the Dodgers. Ball 1 now on Jack Wilson. He was caught stealing after a base hit in the first inning. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch, Wilson not able to hold his swing, says the home plate umpire, Paul Maurer. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That is not easy to say, by the way.
What's that?
Maurer. Tom Maurer.
No. A lot easier to say Hung Chi Quo. 1-1 pitch. It's a strike. 1-2 on Jack Wilson. Pirates and Dodgers, first of 3, and then it's on to San Diego. The Pirates return home a week from tonight. 1-2 pitch. It fouled off to the right. Stays 1-2. The Brewers go down in a big way to the Cardinals 12-2. Talking to some Pirate fans, they're saying, hey, we don't want just to finish out of last place, beat the Cubs. We want to move up and pass the Brewers.
Yeah.
Started the day 5 back of the 4th place Brewers in the National League Central. And the Brewers lost to the Cardinals tonight 12-2. Shot back to the mound. Poe has it. Turns and tosses on to Garciaparra. 1-3 on the putout.
Tough little play. Nice little play by Quo. One hopper back at him. It did not come up. It stayed down, but he was able to keep the glove down. Otherwise, that ball's headed towards center field.
Quo, as we mentioned earlier, signed as a non-drafted free agent in June of 1999. But has taken him a while to get to the big leagues, mainly because he spent the entire 2003 season recovering from his second Tommy John surgery. Fly ball to shallow right field, and J.D. Drew sprinting in, makes the catch. So the Pirates are retired. 1-2-3. Freddie Sanchez 0-for-2. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Pittsburgh 1, LA 1.
Number 4.
From Ian Snell to Nomar Garciaparra. Jeff Kent to follow, then J.D. Drew. 3, 4, 5 hitters in the lineup for manager Grady Little. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Thought Freddie had one there, Greg. A fine little play by J.D. Drew. A bloopy ball just got up in the air a little too high. Gave him enough time to get to it.
Ripped and speared by Freddie Sanchez. Sanchez robs Nomar Garciaparra not only of a base hit, but of a double.
That ball was smoked. Freddie always ready. And with the glove very steady. Very quick.
And he's very heady because he had to get up there and keep his eye on the ball.
Indeed.
1 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Jeff Kent singled in the 1st. Swing and a miss. For Freddie, his grandmother Betty, I'm sure, would be thrilled with the plays he's been making. 0-1 the count on Jeff Kent.
Well, looks nothing like a Yeti.
Here's the 0-1. Kent swings and misses. 0-2. To the count, 1 away. Tell you what, with the money that Sanchez is going to make down the road, the way he's playing, he's going to be like J. Paul Getty. Pitches high, 1-2. I mean, seriously, this guy's going to make some dough. And that you can bet on that one. 1-2 the count, 1 away, 1-1 score in the 3rd. The pitch. And a liner toward the gap in right center field. And it drops in there for a base hit for Jeff Kent. He's 2 for 2. And for the Dodgers, that is hit number 4.
Right fielder, J.D.
Drew struck out looking in the 1st. That Cardinals game, the Cardinals beating the Brewers 12-2. Jeff Weaver beat Ben Sheets. Cardinals collected 17 hits despite a lineup that looked as though the Cardinals might have clinched the division last night. Their magic number to clinch the National League Central Division. Here's the pitch to Drew. It's ball 1. The magic number for the Cardinals to clinch the National League Central is down to 6 with their 12-2 victory. But they had Aaron Miles starting at short. This ball bounced to the right side, foul ball, and got a piece of J.D. Drew. Chris Duncan in right, Jose Vizcaíno, the second baseman. Scott Spezio played for Scott Rowland at third. It's Scott Shoemaker in left, John Nelson at first. That's the lineup for the Cardinals tonight. They still beat the Brewers 12-2. Speaking of lineups, how about, it's fun to look at the lineup card a manager makes out after his team does clinch a division. In this case, Willie Randolph of the Mets. They clinched last night. So tonight, he marched out there. There's a swing and a miss, a half-hearted swing by J.D. Drew, count of 1-2. I think it's Adrian Hernandez was at shortstop tonight for the Mets. Andy Chavez in center, Lastings Millage in left. Julio Franco at third. Swing and a miss by J.D. Drew. He goes down on strikes. That's the third K for Ian Snell. Michael Tucker started at first. Chris Woodward at second. Ricky Leday in right. And Mike DeFelice caught.
Julio Franco played third base.
Yeah.
He's lucky he's still alive.
Russell Martin walked in the first. Oh, that's always fun for the fans, too, though, the night after
Well, that was his
home clinch.
It was his first start at third base since 1982.
How about that? Must have been fun to watch.
24 years ago.
Strike is called when he was 24 years old.
I'm looking for fielding. He didn't make an error.
He was 10 years in the big leagues by that point. 0-1 the count on Russell Martin with a runner at first base, 2 outs, a 1-1 score in the bottom of the third inning, and a pitch in the dirt. Grabbed by Paulino. Joe Safety, the former director of publicity for they're talking about you, Joe. I once worked for Joe Safety many years ago. Here's the 1-1 pitch inside, 2-1, right around the knees. 2 balls and a strike on Russell Martin. Jeff Kent at first, 2 outs in the third, a 1-1 game. 2-1 on the rookie Dodgers catcher. Here's the stretch and a throw to first base. And back standing is Jeff Kent. Kent has 1 stolen base in 3 attempts this season. I'd like Tony Muto to take us to the Dodgers. Well, take a look at the Dodgers scoreboard if you would. 2-2 the count on Russell Martin. Dodgers support is Tony Noto, our director in the booth, loves to pass along nuggets. Well, even this Dodger pass along these first notes. Here are 63 and 40. Russell Martin starts behind the plate. That is incredible. 31. By Snell. 2-2. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now keep in mind, the Dodgers have been through a roller coaster ride this season. They were given up for dead right after the All-Star break, where they went through one heck of a swoon. The 3-2 runner goes and it's fouled out of play. Stays 3 balls, 2 strikes. After the All-Star break, they lost 13 in 14 games. Ned Colletti, the general manager in his first year, traded for Wilson Betemit, got Julio Lugo from the Devil Rays, Betemit from the Braves, and the big prize Greg Maddux right near the end of July. Shortly thereafter, LA won 11 in a row. Strike 3 called as Russell Martin had taken a step across home plate, thinking that was going to be called a ball by Paul Nart. Instead, it's strikeout number 4 for Ian Snell, and we head to inning number 4. It's the Pirates 1, Dodgers 1.
It's time for another jump.
Stadium, a 1-1 ball game. Jason Bay will lead off the 4th inning. Just spinning some old tales with our old buddy Joe Safety.
Who's the 4th inning brought to you by, Greg?
Well, you were going to ask that. I'm going to tell you. By Eaton Park, before or after the game, win or lose, Pirates fans are always welcome at America's 1-1 game. Here's the 1-0. Blowing in to Jason Bay. Pirates trying to start reversing their trend against the Dodgers here in LA. Strike is called. It's 2-1 on Jason Bay. We were talking there before that last strikeout of Russell Martin. Nice job by Ian Snell to get him with a man at first and 2 outs in the third. The 2-1. Bay lifts one toward right. It'll slice away from Drew. He'll go over to take a look, but it is several rows back out of play, 2-2.
Have you noticed anything unusual about Mr. Quode tonight?
I must tell you, I've not paid a whole lot of attention.
For one, as an Asian, they usually have
Quirky delivery or something
strange, and he doesn't. He's pretty normal, but he doesn't pitch from the windup.
Well, yeah, he's been a reliever all but 2 times this season. Pitches up and in 3-2.
Stretch only. Reports were that he threw a lot firmer. He's throwing in the low 90s. I guess as he throws a pitch and throws strike 3 to Jason Bay, looking fastball up
at 90 miles an hour.
But some of the reports had said he throws up to 98, 94, 98, and
my goodness,
it was a lie.
Wait a second, where'd you get that report? I know you do due diligence here.
Oh yeah, doing my homework,
studying your homework. Yeah.
That's why I didn't mention velocity early on.
I wasn't
going with the 94 to 98.
Xavier Nady singled and scored the Pirates run in the second. He takes ball 1.
Especially when you got a Schlefty out there. You're not going to 94 to 98 from a left-handed starter is not very many.
Now that would have been very noteworthy. The 1-0. Breaking pitch downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Nady, with 1 away and a 1-1 score in the 4th. Here's the stretch by the lefty and the 2-0 pitch. And Nady cracks one deep to left center field. The X-Man has gone deep for the 17th time. The Pirates lead it 2-1.
Wow. Not many balls go to that part of the ballpark here at Dodger Stadium. He absolutely tattooed that ball a good dozen rows deep in left center field.
17 dingers for Nady, 3 with the Bucks, and the Pirates lead 2-1. Oh, that ball was driven well into the bleachers above the 375 sign. Ronnie Paulino walked in the second. Here's the stretch of the pitch to Paulino. It's inside. Hey, what a novel approach to a home run. I've never seen this before, but the folks and the rest of the pitchers decide to throw that baseball back onto the field of play. Unique. How unique. Why, oh, why. Great deal. 1-0 pitch. Strike call. Batista singled in the run in the second inning. Here in the 4th, Xavier Nady, the 17th home run of the season, to give the Pirates a 2-1 lead over Hong-Chi Ko and the Dodgers. Stretch by the left-hander, the pitch. Hit down low. Bucks will see Greg Maddux tomorrow night. Sean Chacon will start Pittsburgh.
Was on the road. 10 of his 13 away from PNC Park.
The payoff pitch. It's popped up. Go out of play. Though Garcia Parra, the first baseman, trots over. Realizes rather quickly that he'll have no play on that one. Hits even at 4 apiece. Pirates lead 2-1 in the 4th. 1-2 offering. Strike 3 called on Bautista. 6 Ks for Quo, but Xavier Nady hits his 17th home run of the season. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It's now the Pirates 2, Dodgers 1.
You come play with me at Mountaineer.
Takes ball 1. He struck out in the first. 4 Ks for Ian Snell, Anderson, Bedamit, and Quo. Here's the 1-0 offering. Swing and a miss. A ball and a strike. Colorado leads San Francisco 8-3 in the 8th inning. They beat the Giants 20-8 last night, and they lead this one 8-3. Line drive right field, base hit for Marlon Anderson. He's aboard, leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. Matt Holliday hit his 29th home run for Colorado in that game. Don't forget about him in the batting race either. He started the day at .332. Freddie Sanchez began the day leading the league in hitting at .341. Wilson Bedamit walked in the second. He's at the plate with a pitcher Quo on deck. Stretched by Snell in the pitch. Bedamit takes a strike. Matt Holliday is 2 for 3 in that game. The Rockies on top 8-4.
Puts him up at .334. He's reached 100 RBIs as well. I'm going to forget about him, though.
All right. Down low as the runner Marlon Anderson took a couple of steps towards second, and Paulino quickly out of his crouch was going to throw toward first base. Decided against it, 1 ball, 1 strike. So you think Holliday is not part of the equation here?
Oh.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. On Bedamit, Anderson at first. 2-1 Pirates. Here's the pitch from Snell, and it's high. 2 balls and a strike. In a moment, we'll pause for station identification. Thursday, listen for Coach's Corner. Bob Walk will talk to one of the Pirate coaches. Airtime 9:45 from LA. 2-1 pitch. Bounce toward the left side. Shortstop Jack Wilson flips to second for 1 to first. They turn. A tough double play. 6-4-3, and now we pause in the Pirates baseball. Pittsburgh.
That was a dandy, Greg.
6-4-3 DP, our Cub Cadet innovative play of the game.
Anderson was bearing down on Castillo, and Castillo in and out of the glove very quickly. Jumps, gets out of the way of Anderson. And a strong, accurate throw as Ian throws ball 1 to the pitcher Quo.
1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
No chance.
1-2. One-two pitch, strike 3 called, and that's 5 Ks for Snell through 4 innings. Pirates 2, Dodgers 1.
I can't wear my lucky jersey every day.
Take a hit away.
Ian Snell struck out in the second. And takes the strike. So the Twins beat Boston 7-3. White Sox shut out Detroit 7-0. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. That was Freddie Garcia over Justin Verlander. A.J. Pierzynski, Jermaine Dye, and Jim Thome. Tad Iguchi homered for the White Sox. Iguchi and Pierzynski with 16 dingers. Thome hit his 41st. Dye his 43rd. Ball fouled out of play. Kansas City lost at home to the Angels 5-2. Vladimir Guerrero hit his 30th. The Angels trail Oakland by 6 games at the moment in the American League West. Cleveland leads at Oakland 2-1 in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher, Martin, and he throws it almost too high for Garciaparra, but Garciaparra coming off the bag got his tippy toe on the bag to complete the strikeout that goes 2-3, 7 Ks for Quo.
The tippy toe. I don't know if you noticed this, Greg, or not, but Jeff Kent down the right field line, down there backing up. And he's a ball player.
I guess because you don't know him, he has a reputation of being a bad teammate, kind of a bad guy. But anything we've seen from him has been nothing but professional. He pitches inside. I loved your interview I think you did last year with him.
He was outstanding.
Duffy has grounded out and struck out. He's hard-nosed. He's a professional when he doesn't show anybody else. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled out of play, 1-1. That's just one of those things that I just don't understand how he's gotten that reputation.
And it's because nowadays it's not the norm to go about it the right way. I mean, all he cares about is winning. That's all he talks about. It's just all he wants to do is win. He does all he can to win baseball games. And I think when he sees guys that don't have that attitude, it bothers him, and he speaks his mind.
He's bounced right to Kent. And Duffy played perfectly. And on the first, Pirates go down in order. We're halfway through it after 4.5. It's the Pirates 2, Dodgers 1. Outstanding basketball player in college. At Arizona. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Kenny Lofton. And this fastball from Snell didn't miss by much. Whoa. 2-2. Pitch with a fly ball to left. Jason Bay over to his left, makes the catch. 2 outs in the 5th inning. Pirates leading by a run. It's 2-1. Nomar Garciaparra has lined out twice. Once to right fielder Jose Bautista, and his last time up he smoked a ball speared by Freddie Sanchez. And Wednesday, September 27th at the Equinox. For tickets and information on off-season and 2007 benefits to Lady Bucks Club members, call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS. Ball 1 on Garciaparra. Snell with a 1-0 pitch. Garciaparra lifts one to right. Back is Bautista. And a few steps in front of the warning track makes the catch. Through 5, it's the Pirates 2, Dodgers 1.
Some of the names that wrote the...
Stays 2-2 on Jack Wilson. Padres lead the Diamondbacks 5-1 in the 5th inning. Adrian Gonzalez at his 23rd home run of the year. Earlier, Mike Cameron his 21st. Padres could go back into first place in the West with a victory tonight at home over Arizona and a Pirate win over the Dodgers. Ball 3, it's a full count. Two pitch, swing and a miss. Came up empty on the fastball. 8 Ks for Quo.
Yeah, a little elevation there from Quo. He climbed the ladder on Jack. Pitch out of the zone, about neck high.
Early on in his major league career for Quo, a career high 8 strikeouts. Freddie Sanchez is 0 for 2. He takes a strike. Batting .340 on the year. Miguel Cabrera is hitting .338 after his 0 for 4. Matt Holliday is batting .334. Swing and a miss. And Sanchez in the hole 0-2. The 0-2. Grounded left side and through, a base hit between the third baseman Betterman and the shortstop for call.
And away Freddie. Quo tried to go upstairs. Russell Martin was lifting that glove high, trying to throw a high heater past Freddie. Didn't get up there high enough, and Freddie, with the short, quick stroke, able to get on top, hit it through the hole.
Jason Bay is 0 for 2, 1 out here in the 6th inning. Breaking ball, and that's a swing and a miss. Dodgers have bullpen action. Owen won the count. The pitch to Bay. This time a fastball and a strike call. 0-2. Descends. Pitch is inside. 1-2. Boy, he looks big for Elmer. Do you have your binoculars with you there?
I do.
Johnny? Oh, don't get him out. That's all right.
No.
Not that big a deal. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Jason Bay with a runner at first, 1 out in the 6th. Pirates leading it 2-1. Left-hander Quo with a 1-2 pitch to Bay. And inside outing that ball. It'll drop into right field and then carry him away from Garcia Pera into foul territory. Oh, that ball had a ton of English on it, and it ends up as a double for Bay, moving Sanchez to third.
That is the definition of a bloopy ball. That's just a little ball that barely got out of the infield, barely over Garcia Parra's head. It's right around the dirt area. And like you said, the English ball spins in the foul ground, allowing Freddie to get the third. The Bucks in business again and looking to add on against Quo.
Now will the Dodgers play it? They're down a run. Their infield will likely come in a bit, but first we're going to see if they even pitch to Nady. They're going to walk him intentionally. Xavier Nady has singled and homered. They'll take their chances with Ronnie Paulino, who's walked and grounded out. But Paulino is hitting .350 with men in scoring position. So many numbers you look at offensively from Paulino just amaze you in his first year. It's been a great crop of rookies. I think the USA Today, in fact, dedicated page of their sports section to this amazing crop of rookies in the American and National League.
I know Paulino didn't make the top list. He was kind of honorable mention, and he's not going to get to face Quo. Grady on his way, Grady Little on his way out to the mound on Elmer descends.
Manager of the Dodgers, his first season as skipper, pitching Jim Tracy, has motion to the bullpen. This pitching change, and this pitching change brought to you by Napa.
Hitter to hit on top of it.
0-1 pitch, the strike is called. Fastball from Elmer descends.
Both fastballs at the outside corner. Good location.
0-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pirates. Here's the stretch by descends. The pitch to Ronnie Paulino. Way outside. Saw Elmer descends while he was with the Royals earlier this season. Pirates made the trip into Kansas City. There's the stretch and the 1-2. And a late swing and a miss. A late decision. And he comes up empty, a strikeout for descend.
Another fastball down and away. It was on the plate, maybe borderline low. And then I think Ronnie just trying to protect. He just tried to foul it off and comes up empty.
Paulino was 0 for 2 against Descends back in June when the Pirates were at Kauffman Stadium. Descends pitched a scoreless 8th inning on June 20th and also pitched 1 2/3 scoreless innings the next night. Now Batista, he's 1 for 2. He takes ball 1. Jose Batista singled in a run in the second, struck out looking his last time up. This inning started with a strikeout of Jack Wilson, and Freddie Sanchez singled to left. Jason Bay, a bloopy ball double to right, and Xavier Nady walked intentionally. Bucks lead 2-1, descends with a 1-0, and Batista takes it low. 2 balls, no strikes. Lourdes Sands, part of the Amigo crew with the Pirates a few years ago, which included other natives of Mexico. Francisco Cordova. Here's the 2-0 pitch and a drive to left toward the line, back to the wall, and it is leaping into the seats is Marlon Anderson. We don't know if he caught the ball or not.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it land a couple of rows.
He leaps into the stands, diving in there. It is gone. A grand slam home run for Jose Bautista, as Rob Drake, the third base umpire, had to race out there and wait for Anderson to come out. A huge granny for Bautista, and stuns this crowd here. They're just now realizing the ball is gone, and they're seeing the replay. Unbelievable.
A great effort by Anderson. He's well over the wall and goes falling in. He probably missed it by about a foot or so. As the ball gets probably to the second row of the side, probably the third row of the seat.
I'll tell you what, a fan, actually, if the fan doesn't get that ball before Anderson, he might have a play.
Wow.
6-1 Pirates.
That was a great effort as he disappeared. It looked like it just a few inches over his glove.
How about that? Now Castillo, 6-1. Second grand slam for Bautista. I mean, that did stun this crowd. It's the second grand slam of the year for Jose Bautista. It's the third grand slam of the season for the Pirates.
Both his grannies coming out here on the West Coast, if I'm not mistaken.
The other against the Giants, yeah. Bautista, his 14th home run and a grand slam. The Pirates lead 6-1, and again, totally stunning this crowd. Swing and a miss, big cut, and Castillo comes up empty, 1-2. A lot happened there. That ball heading toward the short fence in left, near the foul pole, and Marlon Anderson on the dead run, leaping into the seats, over the wall. Swing and a miss. Castillo down and strikes. Damage done. Go to the bottom of the sixth. Pirates 6, Dodgers 1. Fine. Pitch and up and in, and Kent drops to his knees. A little chin music for Jeff Kent. J.D. Drew to follow, and then Russell Martin. And we owe you a station break. The bewitching hour.
What went from a pretty decent outing for Quo turned into a bad outing.
Strike call, 2-1.
A foot. Anderson's able to come up with that catch in left field. He's just charged with 2 earned runs. Instead, it's up to 5.
Yeah, and you break it down, too, after the strikeout. The Sanchez single, ground single between the third baseman and the shortstop, and the blue fist double by Bay, and the intentional walk to Nady. Those 3 runners score on the granny by Bautista. 3-1 on Jeff Kent. Snell the wind in the 3-1 pitch, and up and in. He didn't want to do that. A leadoff walk.
No, he didn't. That's one thing you don't want to do is start walking guys when you have this big a lead. 5-run lead here in the 6th inning. Make them earn their way on.
Batter is J.D. Drew. He has struck out twice. And he bounces this one foul off to the right. Thursday, the 28th, Pirates and Astros at 12:35. Your last chance to enter and win a special Pirates edition snowmobile. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Let's pause on the Pirates Baseball Network.
He works fast, throws strikes, and is tough on lefties. Bill O'Reilly is the closer. Weeknights at 10 following the Bucks on News Talk 1020 KVKA, Pittsburgh.
0-2 on J.D. Drew. Nobody out the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy. Snell really full J.D. Drew. He has struck out 3 times.
And the Drews turn booze. Good change up there for Ian Snell after throwing a fastball by Drew. Gets him swinging out in front of the chain.
Russell Martin has walked and struck out. They stay on top of all the action with mobile alerts from Pirates.com. Get in-game score updates, lead change notifications, home runs, injury updates, plus team and league news. It's simple using your mobile phone. As Martin takes ball 1, text keyword Pirates to 65246. That's MLB Go. Or visit Pirates.com/mobile. Sign up today. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first. Pirates lead 6-1. Now fouled out of play. The Padres lead 5-2 after 6 innings. They started the day a half game back of the Dodgers in the West. Colorado clubbing San Francisco 12-4 in the 8th. Garrett Atkins has hit 2 home runs. Matt Holliday has gone deep for the 29th time. Atkins now with 27 dingers, 1-1. Ripped foul past third base coach Rich Donaldson. Mets beat the Marlins 3-2. That deals the Fish another serious blow to their playoff hopes. The Marlins were 4.5 back at the start of the day. Phillies gain a half game on the Padres with a victory. They're a game back with a win over the Cubs. 1-2 pitch missed. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field corner, hit a long way. Bautista is over there, but it's foul and out of play. Bautista thought about pulling a Marlon Anderson. Fence is a little bit higher in right field, isn't it?
I don't know.
Right field territory. It looks like it gets
from
up
here.
there.
It
Maybe
looks
not.
like it. But yeah, I had that impression at first too, but now that I look, I think they're the same height.
Maybe they are. Well, Marlon Anderson leaped in there like Superman and made a 2-2 pitch swing and a miss. Strikeout for Snell. That's his 7th. It brings up Marlon Anderson now. He has struck out and singled. 7 Ks for Snell. He's been impressive again. Gave up that lead home run to Furcal. A total of 5 hits. A home run and then 4 singles scattered around.
And he probably doesn't have his best but as we've seen, the game goes along and he throws a strike for the first pitch and fastball to Anderson. And usually these middle innings, 5th, 6th, 7th innings, he starts turning it up in the front, especially if he has a nice lead, which he has.
The pitch in the dirt, and that will allow the runner to move up as Paulino couldn't step in front. Wild pitch moves 10 to second.
I'm kind of wondering if Ian Snell's starting to get a little bit tired, a little bit of fatigue as far as
the season winds down.
Yeah, as long as the season has been, his velocity is as low as I've seen it. He's basically been pitching about 90, 91, where so often this year we've seen him 93, 94, at times 95, 96.
1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second. 6-1 Pirates. The pitch to the left-hand hitting Marlon Anderson, who was outside. 2-1. Here's the stretch by Ian Snell. The Pirates right-hander with a 2-1. Bounce foul. Right side. 2-2. The Astros just about officially rookie. 2-10 at bats. The 1 takes a strike. Elmer descends. Struck out Ronnie Polino, and the Kingsman gave up the grand slam to Jose Bautista. Here's the 0-2 to Rodney Davis. Swings late. Just getting a round in the third and struck out his last at bat. Pirates have a 6-1 lead. Jeff Wilson hits a fly ball to right. J.D. Drew drifting back a few steps, has it for the out. The Bucks go down in order for the third time in the game. 7th inning stretch is brought to you by July 31st. The 1-1. Lugo a fly ball to right center field. Bautista back at the warning track makes the catch. Julio Lugo flies out to right field as a pinch hitter for Elmer descends.
Lugo, for a little guy, has some pop, and I think that's about all he has to right center. Send Bautista a long way the other way.
Top of the order, Rafael Call. 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Strike called. The 0-1. Call takes a strike as a left-hand hitter against Ian Snell. He homered to lead off the bottom of the first. He bounced to Xavier Nady in the second and tried to bunt his way on to the fifth, but Nady and Snell combined on a fine play. There's a fly ball right center field. A diving try by Duffy, can't get to it. Rolls to the wall, and now Bautista having all kinds of trouble picking the ball up. It'll be a triple for Call, bringing home Betterman and making it a 6-2 ball game.
Well, slicing line drives in the gap, and Chris Duffy had a long way to go. And we can really run baseball from there. That ball just slicing too far away from him. He still had a couple of feet. The ball is still a couple of feet away from the out stretch out.
Brady Little makes some changes here. The Dodgers skipper has Brett Tomko in the ball game to pitch. And bats third. Nomar Garciaparra, the last out. So he's lifted. Jeff Kent goes from second to first. Julio Lugo, who pinch hit, remains in the game, and he's at second base. Here's Freddie Sanchez, 1 for 3. His average at .341. 3-point lead right now in the batting race over Miguel Cabrera of the Florida Marlins. Sanchez takes first pitch from Tomko in the dirt.
Tomko's 40th appearance. He had started 15 games. He's 8-7 with a .496 ERA.
1-0 pitch is high. Sanchez 2 for 6 lifetime with a home run against Brett Tomko. 2-0, the windup and the pitch. And a liner to left. Base hit. Freddie Sanchez, at least a single, and he'll hold there. A leadoff base hit. He's 2 for 4.
Yes, he is.
He's really good. He is steady as they come.
He is good. That's impressive.
Here's Jason Bay. He's 1 out of 3. Little bloop double. His last time up over Nomar Garciaparra's head. Now Freddie Sanchez now batting .343. As Bay swings and misses. Bay a .294 hitter in his career against Tomko. 5 for 17. Tomko with the 0-1, and Bay hits one into the gap in left center field. Lofted over and get it. And Sanchez puts on the brakes. Rounding second. He put on the brakes. I think he had it.
I think he meant second base.
Aha! I think it happened.
The guy, he was heading all the way, and he just stopped. And I didn't look to see if Jeff Cox had to stop sign. It does not throw well at all. In fact, he's not
Thrown to third.
Oh, I don't think he was. In fact, he kind of pumped like he was going to pump second. But Freddie very, very close to missing the bag at second base. There's no play. We didn't have any as far as there is no replay. There is no play is gone. He played that's a bad mistake by Furcal there. And Lugo does make a nice play there, spinning and throwing it to Furcal. Furcal wanting to throw that ball to first base where he had no play. He just tries to be a little too quick with it and doesn't come up with it.
Base is loaded for Ronnie Paulino. Error on the shortstop for call, his 26th error of the season. Infield in all the way around for Paulino. Pirates trying to get those runs right back, leading 6-3. Paulino takes ball one. He's walked, grounded out, and struck out.
Struck out in a big situation with the bases loaded. He's back before Bautista hits grand slam.
And he takes low 2-0.
See what happens here. Bautista gets a chance to hit 2 grand slams.
Yeah. Bautista on deck. 2-0 the count. Here's the stretch. And the pitch to Paulino. Line drive. Center field. Base hit toward left center. Lofted over to cut it off. 2-run score. Ronnie Paulino gets those runs right back. Sanchez in base 4. Nady stops at second. And the Pirates lead it 8-3.
Well, that's huge. Ronnie Paulino. He does it so often. He's 0 for 3 or so. He gets up late in the game and picks up that knock. This one a huge knock, giving the Pirates a nice 5-run cushion again.
He's got 53 RBIs now in the year. It's Ronnie Paulino. And now time is called as the pitching coach for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Rick Honeycutt, makes his way out to the mound. Wondering about momentum in baseball. It is so true. Momentum's as good as your next night's starting pitcher. And they couldn't have been higher last night with the improbable 4 consecutive home runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to tie the Padres at 9 apiece. Then they go down 10-9 in the top of the 10th. Bottom of the 10th, Lofton leads off with a walk. Garciaparra wins it with a home run. This place was just bonkers. And still on cloud 9 as the gates open tonight.
They were excited and got more excited when Furcal hit the leadoff homer. And since then, all downhill for the Dodgers, and good stuff from our Bucks.
Here's Bautista at the plate. He chose bunt and misses it.
Yeah.
Strike one. I'm not sure if that was a call from the bench.
Yeah, I think
Can't
he's
believe
bunting
that.
again with the 5-run lead. Jim Tracy.
Grand slam in the 6th. Let's see if... Yeah, he's squaring the bunt. And he takes a ball. 1-1. Highly unusual.
Indeed.
Well, Bautista will take a look again at third base coach Jeff Cox. Not that Bautista should, but knowing his personality, I don't think it's going to go over real well with him. Not that, of course, he wouldn't say anything real professional. Now the bunt's off, and he swings and fouls it out of play, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count. You don't think he wouldn't have missed 2 signs?
No, I don't think so.
1-2. Here's the stretch and the pitch, and he fouls it off. Talking about Jose Bautista. Apparently the bunt on the first 2 pitches now taken off, and the guy who singled in a run in the 2nd hit a grand slam in the 6th. The Pirates leading at 8-3 with runners at first and second, nobody out here in the 8th. Tomko's next pitch in the dirt. 2-2. We'll be pausing once again for station identification. And reminding you that coming up on Friday, Bob Walk has Who's Hot. Swinging a foul ball, we step aside on the Pirates Baseball Network.
College on deck, 20 KDKA, Pittsburgh.
2-2 on Jose Bautista. Nady at second. Paulino at first. Brett Tomko with a pitch. And Bautista fouls it out of play. He's battling Tomko here. Brett Tomko, as John mentioned, the starter for a while this season. Since moving to the bullpen, he's 2-1 with a 4.37 ERA. Activated off the disabled list of July 28th. 2-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle. Backhanded by Lugo. Flips to second for the force there. Nicely done by the second baseman Lugo. Going far to his right behind the bag. Backhanding and flipping to Furcal, who makes sure a last second stab at the bag. Keeping his foot on there. Putting runners at first and third.
Boy, I thought for sure that ball was going to get through the middle and Bautista was going to get his 6th RBI of the night. But I think he hit a little off the end of the bat, allowing Lugo to get over there. It wasn't hit as hard as I thought initially.
First and third for Jose Castillo. He is 0 for 3 and in an 0 for 20 slump. The pitch. Swings and he fouls it off weakly. Back to the backstop. 0-1. Couple of base hits to start the inning. Xavier Nady. Ground ball to Lugo, whose throw to shortstop for call was dropped for an error. 0-1 pitch. Missed outside. And a strike called. 1-2 the count on Castillo. Freddie Sanchez is 2 for 4 tonight. The Pirates have collected 10 hits and lead the Dodgers 8-3. Dodgers team ERA of 4.25, 4th lowest in the league, behind San Diego, the Mets, and the Astros. Runner goes from first, and it's fouled out of play behind the Pirates dugout first base side.
Boy, Bautista with a huge jump, pretty much ignoring him over there at first base.
Castillo's bat was cracked, so he'll get the new stick. A count of 1-2. Bat boy came out and gave him a bat that is not the one Castillo wanted. So he'll go back himself to the bat rack and select a new piece of lumber, while home plate umpire Paul Nart looks in and waits. This is something, a rule change a few years ago. They had the bat boys come out with the backup bat. That one wasn't the one that Castillo wanted. And he's heading back to the batter's box with runners at the corners, 1 out, and a Pirate 8-3 lead. Castillo has struck out twice and lined out to second. Jeremy Burnitz is on deck. He would bat for Marte. 1-2 pitch. Not going to come yet. They're going to fake to third, look to first. Padres have a 5-2 lead at home over the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 7th inning. Castillo looks at a called third strike.
Well, you kind of had a feeling that anything close, Castillo was going to get run up because Newhart, how you say it? Newhart.
He wasn't thrilled with Castillo going back and taking his time and getting the new bat.
That pitch was about 6 inches off the plate and over down.
3-2. Giants lost 12-4 to the Rockies. That game allowing consecutive third-inning home runs to Garrett Atkins and Matt Holliday. And the Giants running out of time. Swung on and fouled off.
Pitching out for the Giants. Second half.
5 starts in one of his last 5 starts with an ERA of 0.21. Gave up 7 runs in 5 1/3 innings tonight. And Doman, this one foul out of the left.
And almost in Colorado, they turned off the humidor.
Yeah. Suddenly, tonight's the Rockies pounding the Giants. Won a 20-point last night, 12-4 the second. So the Giants forced it back in the wild card. Could be 5 out if the Padres win. And they're 5 out in the West. The 2-2 pitch inside, 3-2 on the pitch to the Doman. Barry Bonds had an RBI in the ball game, giving him 1,922 ribbies, tying him with the Jimmy Fox double X for 5th place in the all-time list. 3-2 pitch. Doman pulls it past first baseman Jeff Kent into the right field corner. And Doman winds up at second base with a pinch hit RBI double to give the Pirates a 10-3 lead in the 8th.
Good at bat from Doman. Fouled off a handful of pitches. So he gets one he likes. There's something down and away from him. I think a changeup. And Tom with a little bit of a late break over there at first. Kind of dives a little late. Ball goes by him. That's it for Tomko.
Brady Little will come out and make the change. The Pirates have answered the Dodgers' 2-run 7th with a 4-run 8th. Tomko will get booed vociferously on his way back to the dugout, and we'll be back from Dodger Stadium on the Pirates Baseball Network. Inches this one along to Joe Beimel has allowed just 5 singles and 1 double in 37 at-bats to the following slugger. In their notes, Bobby Abreu, Ryan Howard, Pat Burrell, Jim Edmonds, Sean Green, Ken Griffey, Adam Dunn, and Alfonso Soriano. Ball fouled off out of play, 0-2.
Wow. Why didn't they put Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron?
That's unbelievable. In the Dodgers' notes, 0-2 the count. We'll pass along what we have. He's still stuck on that 25-year thing. Here's the 0-2 pitch as Duffy swings and misses. Joe Beimel strikes out Chris Duffy. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Pirates 10, Dodgers 3.
It's as if the body declared war on itself. Movement disorders such as Parkinson's disease, essential tremor.
Costly. Matt Capps has won his last 7 decisions. He's 8-1 on the year. And this 7-game winning streak, the longest streak of any National League rookie pitcher. Also leads all Major League rookies in appearances. This is 79. That's a team record, by the way.
It's like 3rd in the league also, isn't it?
I believe. I think so.
Did you give his numbers?
No, sir.
He's tied for 3rd on this team in wins with 8. Just 1 loss. 3.81 ERA, 79 hits and 75 2/3. 10 walks, 5 of which were intentional, 53 strikeouts.
Pinch hitter for the Dodgers, James Loney. He bats for Jeff Kent, who was 2 for 2 plus a walk. The Pirates lead 10-3. Strike is called on the left-hand hitting Loney. The rookie's batting average is .267. A homer, 8 runs batted in. The 0-1 is fouled off to the left.
What a great job the Pirates coaching staff, in particular Jim Colborn and Jim Tracy has done with Matt Capps. Bringing him along slowly. Thrusting him in more and more important roles.
Pitch inside. 1-2, though, as they will always tell you. And rightfully so. It's the player. It's the player. Swung on and fouled off. Matt Capps is 23 years old. Doing all this great work in his first full season of the league. He's made just 4 appearances last year for the Pirates. And last year he started the season He's being labeled Hickory. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. We never pitched at the AAA level. 35 appearances last year. Hickory, 17 appearances for AA Altoona. Made the Pirates out of spring team this season. A weakly hit ground ball to the right side. Castillo in and kicks it, follows, knocks it around. That'll be an error on the second baseman.
Well, he had time. He rushed it like the call was running. Well, he didn't run as long as a full call. And if he gets it cleanly, he throws him out easily. But the ball hits him in the heel of the glove. And as you mentioned, he kicked it around a bit.
Here's J.D. Drew, struck out 3 times against starter Ian Snell, in line to win his 14th. We are in the 8th inning. The Pirates leading at 10-3. Here's the stretch by Matt Capps. And the pitch to Drew. It's fouled out of play, third base side. Jose Castillo committing his 18th error of the season. Padres beat Arizona 5-2. So they now watch the scoreboard. Strike is called. They could go back on top in the West if the Pirates hold on to this lead. Then San Diego would go back in front by a half game in the West. They also maintain their game-and-a-half lead in the wild card race over the Phillies. 0-2 pitch to Drew. Strike 3 called. One away in the 8th inning.
And Drew.
4 punch-outs.
No sombrero. Not happy with the call as he drags his bat back to the dugout.
Russell Martin has walked and struck out twice. Snell had 7 Ks in 6 innings, allowed 1 run on 5 hits. Matt Capps delivers, and the catcher for the Dodgers, Russell Martin, takes a ball. Trevor Hoffman earned his 40th save tonight in that Padres victory over the Diamondbacks. Clay Hensley beat Livan Hernandez. It's downstairs, and it's 2 balls, no strikes.
What's he, like 2 away from Lee Smith now?
I think so. Ball 3. 3-0. Talking about Trevor Hoffman, who blew the save last night here in LA. 3-0 on Russell Martin, runner at first, 1 out. Martin takes ball 4, didn't miss by much, and I have to point out every time Matt Capps walks a batter how unusual that is. That is only the 6th time he's walked a batter unintentionally all year long.
And that is impressive. And like you said, it did not miss by much. In fact, Martin kind of just sat there at the plate, expecting it to be called a strike before he dropped his bat and went down the first.
Marlon Anderson hits a high fly ball to right. Back goes Batista at the wall. It's gone. A 3-run homer for Marlon Anderson makes it a 10-6 game in the 8th inning. Anderson's 10th. He homered last night.
Well, the people are turning around in the parking lot, Greg.
Yep. An error by Castillo started it. A 1-out walk. Also hurts Capps. The 12th home run allowed by Matt Capps in 77 innings. Wilson Betemit has walked twice and scored. He's also bounced into a double play, and he takes ball 1. The next pitch from Capps is ball 2. Anderson a 3-run homer to get the Dodgers back to within 4. The 2-0 pitch inside. It's 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a strike called. Benavides led off the 7th inning with a walk and scored. Led off the 2nd inning, a free pass. And Benavides a fly ball to right. Catch made by Bautista. 2 outs. 2 away in the 8th inning. Pirates lead is 4 runs. Julio Lugo comes up. He was a pinch hitter last inning and stayed in the game to play second. Flied out against Marte. Here's the windup from Caps and the pitch. Lugo is swinging a miss. Going back to that Padres 5-2 win tonight over Arizona. That's the 476th save for Trevor Hoffman. And that pulls him to within 3 of the all-time record. There's ground ball, broken bat, roller to third baseman Sanchez on to first for the final out. And we go to the 9th. It's the Pirates 10, Dodgers 6.
Running a small business is like raising a child. You nurture it, giving it your time and energy. Just to make sure.
Turn away a good argument. That sounds an argument.
Why you've been happily married all these years, huh?
Just can't do it on the bus in front of the players.
Okay, 1-2 pitch. Myro with a swing and a miss. 1 away in the 9th inning. Well, a good story tonight. Solomon Torres in line to pick up a save if he can notch these remaining 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Solomon has 3 major league saves, including 1 this year. Next pitch, a called strike 1 and 2. Now the 1-2 pitch, low and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Solomon's other. Willie Ibar on deck, 2-2 pitch. Line drive, caught by first baseman Darrell Ward. Darrell diving to his right to make the grab of the line drive, hit by Edwards, 2 outs.
Boy, good reaction from Darrell Ward. The ball hit right on the line. Looked like it was headed into right field for a base hit. Darrell a step and a dive. 1 out away.
Another 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called and the ball game is over. Is coming up next. This is the Pirates Baseball Network.
Where the Pirates beat the Los Angeles Dodgers.
7. The Astros. This is Pirates Baseball Network.
News Talk 1020 KDKA Pittsburgh.
And the Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield game summary. The starters are down.